Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Tampa J, and we have begun today in an old development that was never developed here at Citrus Springs. This development sits off of Highway 41 near Holder, Florida, and we are getting back on Highway 41 today. We're headed to a little town called Dunnellon, and we're going to see what's going on there. Welcome back to Florida roadside attractions and abandoned places. There is much ahead, my friends. Just off of Highway 41, you have the Dunnellon Trailhead, which is part of the Marjorie Harris Carr Cross Florida Greenway, which stretches across Florida, and also part of the Withlacoochee Trail. Lots of nature around these parts, and lots of ways to see it. As soon as you exit Citrus County and cross the Withlacoochee River across Britton-Alexander Bridge, you enter Dunnellon. Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at Dunnellon City Hall. It's a very modern looking city hall, although this city is not that new. Look at this insignia in the walkway up to the door. Incorporated in 1891. Got a largemouth bass there in the center. Also out front, surrounding this flag, is a memorial for the American veterans, a monument erected to salute all the branches of the American military. To the left of City Hall is this fountain. Behind it over there is 41. On the base there's a placard that says commemorated in 1998. I guess this building wasn't as new as I thought it was, but still a lot newer than some of the buildings we've been seeing. Down below City Hall, on the banks of the Withlacoochee River, is Centennial Park and boat launch. This is a great spot to cool off in the summertime. Also a great spot for fishing and launching a boat, as you see is going on right now out there. The Withlacoochee River. Lots of rivers in Dunnellon. Also, the Rainbow River, a place I hope we are going to get a chance to take a glimpse at today. Here against the banks of the Withlacoochee sits this Withlacoochee River poem, which is rather long to read, but if you take a screenshot, it'll last longer. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Chicago, performing today on Cedar in Pennsylvania, Jake and Elwood Blues, the Blues Brothers, in Dunnellon, Florida. Check this out. This is pretty awesome. Sitting on the corner of a street in front of this, looks like some sort of apartment complex. Two Rivers Inn is actually where it's at. You can see that right there on Elwood's glasses. It's a little dark, but on his glasses it says Two Rivers Inn. I'm a soul man. I'm a soul man. On Highway 40, just northwest of town, is this sign commemorating the discovery of Florida Phosphate. Actually, the sign says it's 1 block to the south, which is that way, but it was discovered in 1889, and it made Dunnellon a boomtown. Although the sign sits up there behind me on the road, 1 block to the south is the discovery site. That would be right down there. I couldn't come all this way and not go 1 block south after reading that sign. I'm gonna go down there. Over the hill and through the woods to the Phosphate discovery site we go. And this would be 1 block south at the corner of Palatka and Seminole Road. And this is the site. No marker down here though. This is where it was. I just had to see it. Just had to see it. Nice house. I like those Florida blue shutters. Making our way back to historical downtown Dunnellon, I'm noticing a lot of old houses around these parts. Look at this one. Oddly shaped, not your typical looking house. Speaking of old houses, Dunnellon is crawling with them. That house across the street is called the Grumble House, Looks like it's some sort of an antique and oddity shop. And Crazy Chicks, well, Crazy Chicks, that's just a sign, but I'm standing in front of Crazy Chicks. And that's an old Florida home right there. Old cracker home. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. For starters, check out these bicycles. Very lovely. Painted all different colors there. Flowers. And the front porch. This place is not open, but it looks pretty cool. I sure could get used to downtown Dunnellon. It's an old-timey looking place. This house for sale. I believe on the front porch there's some more information. The Baskins House. Circa 1905. Historical City of Dunnellon. Register number 45. The Baskins. The Baskins. I almost said Carol Baskin. But it's Baskins, not Baskin. Across the street from the Baskins house is the Dunnellon Fire Department. Love these old fire stations. This one in great shape and very old. Holy cow, tequila. Look at that, just here on the side of the sidewalk. This huge plant, I believe that's a tequila plant. And just beside the Baskins house is the Renfro boarding house, circa 1888. Historical register number 47. This house also adjacent to the fire station and surrounded by tequila. On the corner of 41 is this old gas station. They don't make them like this anymore. It is currently sitting vacant, but the sign says it is for rent. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dunnellon's most popular and most known attraction, the Rainbow River. This input is below the bridge here in Dunnellon.
Is this spring fed?
This is called Blue Run. It is fed by Rainbow Springs. It's hard to tell the clarity of the water from this angle in the shadows, but I'll go around Dunnellon here and try to find some better spots for you. But the water is crystal clear and cool, spring fed. Looks like there's some folks up on the river here. The most known input for Rainbow River is up at Rainbow Springs, a place called KP Hole, where you can tube down the river. I've done that several times. It's a fun place to be, and beautiful place to be out on the river, especially when it's hot and the water, the cool fed spring water, keeps you cool. Stationed at the Sunoco is a tube rental place where they allow you to rent a tube to take them down the river. A whole cage full of fun. Well darn. I have tubed down several Florida rivers in my lifetime for quite a few summers on the Rainbow and the Ichetuckney Springs River. It is sure fun. Really fun. I found a way to tube after all. Check it out, guys. Welcome to Rainbow Springs. Oh, look at this. I like this one.
Am I too turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
Stopped at US Highway 41 and Southwest 80, just beyond the entrance of Rainbow Springs State Park. Looks like they're all closed up at capacity. Oh man, we're gonna have to come back. Darn. Although I wasn't going to float down a river today, I will save that for the much ahead time. I did want to take a glimpse of the actual Rainbow River, maybe see some people floating down it. But as you saw, Rainbow Springs State Park is at capacity, and also KP Hole Park, another park where you put into the river, is at capacity as well. There's so many people on the river right now. But we'll come back. There is still much to see in this video. There's still much ahead, my friends. We will continue up US Highway 41. Holy giraffe on the side of 41. Now this is the stuff I love to find. Look at this guy. Check him out. He's got a giant stethoscope and a pair of glasses because he sits in front of a doctor's office. A pediatric doctor's office. Big dude, huh? I love seeing this stuff. Now kids, no climbing on the giraffe now. If you want to stop and see the giraffe, you gotta come north on 41 just past Rainbow River Springs, Southwest 54th Street, and say hello to this giraffe. I'd call him Jeffrey, but that name's already taken by another giraffe. Wow, those are cool looking. All made of brick, it looks like, these dome structures. Just sitting by Highway 41. I almost broke my neck. I was like, wow. I love stuff like this. Love finding stuff like this too. I would love to get a whole lot closer than I am right now, but the signs say no trespassing. This will have to do. Also, there's a stretch of barbed wire right here. Yep, but comment below if you know exactly what these things are. These structures. And what they once contained, or maybe perhaps still contain. Alright, back in the car. It's hot out here, my friends, but it's gorgeous. Up here in Marion County, we are far from Tampa Bay. I took a detour off 41 down an old gravel road, and I ended up here at this railway crossing. Just wanted to share it with you. Check out the tall pines over there across the tracks. I just like the way the pines look behind this old stop sign. It's seen better days for sure. Who knows how long that's been there? Probably older than I am. You have to be careful out in these parts when it comes to railway tracks. As you can see, there is no warning and no arms to come down. Always look both ways. Haven't done that since I was a kid. Alright, let's get out of the railroad tracks. But I'm about to head down that road into a little town called Morriston. Not Morristown, Morriston. We are in the most remote part of Florida I think I've ever been in. And I'm loving it. Not too many things going on out here. Love that too. I found the Levy County Fire Rescue Station 78 right here in Morriston. Also along those railroad tracks, just a little up further than we were. Again, there's not much going on over here. Not much at all out here. There's a convenience store down there on 41, just a gas station. That's about it. There's one thing that's for sure right now. It's very peaceful out here. A lot of room up in these parts. Lots of room. If you guys like this video, do me a favor. Give it a thumbs up. If you've enjoyed this roadside attractions journey that I've been doing the past couple months, well, that makes two of us. It's been such a pleasure, guys, and it wouldn't be the same without you. It's been so much fun just getting out and searching for things, looking for things that, you know, kind of spark an interest, or things that I'm interested in. I'm glad you like them too. It's been an awesome journey. I look forward to jumping back on 41 soon and heading further north. We're getting closer and closer to Georgia. Pretty soon we're gonna run out of room. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll do Georgia roadside attractions or Alabama roadside attractions. But for now, in the near future, a little bit longer, a while, let's say, we're gonna be in Florida. But that being said, thanks for joining me. Again, I can't thank you enough. I always ramble at the end of these things, but thank you for watching. I am Tampa J, and there is much ahead. Meaning, I'll see you in the next video. See you guys. Bye-bye. Just gonna walk out here a little bit. North Florida has some breathtaking scenery. It's a whole lot quieter out here than the Tampa Bay area. That's one thing that's for sure.